Hi, my name is Justin, and this presentation is on naval aviators. I chose to do this project on naval aviators because I'm currently a reserve intel specialist in the Navy working towards this goal. This project is actually pretty fun and informative for me because while I'm walking down this path, I never actually researched a job this in depth. Before discussing naval aviators, we first must understand the U.S. Navy. The U.S. Navy was founded on October 13, 1775 to challenge British superiority at sea during the War of Independence. After the United States won its independence, the ships were sold, sailors were let go. However, in 1789, legislation was passed empowering Congress to provide and maintain a navy. In 1794, Congress acted on this legislation, authorizing the construction and manning of 6 frigates. Today, the Navy continues to train and equip combat-ready naval forces capable of winning wars, deterring aggression, and maintaining freedom of the seas. In 1911, Eugene Ely landed and took off from a deck built on top of USS Pennsylvania in San Francisco Harbor. This ultimately led to the first aviation appropriation of $25,000 in the 2011 and 12 Naval Appropriations Act. Naval aviators are involved in various missions depending on the aircraft they fly. Aviators project U.S. aviation power in anti-submarine, mine countermeasures, rescue operations, replenishment, fighter, attack, reconnaissance, intelligence, and sea control missions. Just like anyone in the Navy, pilots are always training to ensure their mission readiness. The Navy requires its pilots to be commissioned officers. Officers must first have a degree in a technical field from any regionally accredited institution. So the first step toward becoming a pilot in the Navy is receiving a degree and a commission. There are 3 routes a person can take to achieve this. One route is the one I'm shooting for, Officer Candidate School, or OCS. OCS is for those who already have a degree and are receiving a degree separate from the Navy. The 12-week OCS course is designed to provide a working knowledge of the Navy, prepare you to assume the responsibilities of a naval officer, and develop you to your fullest potential. Another route is attending the Naval Academy Annapolis. This is an extremely prestigious college and difficult to get into. However, attending the school is free with the obligation of serving in the Navy or Marines, and graduates receive a direct commission. Finally, the third route is Naval Reserve Officers Training Corps. This program attached to a number of universities across the country to receive a military education while going through school. NRTC has both scholarship and non-scholarship opportunities, and graduates of this program also receive a direct commission. After finishing college and receiving a commission, pilots will attend Introductory Flight Screening, or IFS, at Naval Aviation School's Command in Pensacola, Florida. IFS is a structured, fast-paced course designed to provide initial flight screening and ensure that students are aeronautically adaptable. Those who already hold an FAA pilot certificate get to skip this portion. Thank God I already have one because it doesn't sound fun. It is divided into 2 parts, an online ground school portion and a flying portion at an assigned fixed-base operator. The ground school is only 2 weeks long, ending in an FAA Private Pilot Airman Knowledge Test. The flying portion consists of only 11 flights, receiving only 13.5 to 15 hours of flight training. The last one is a solo cross-country. This is crazy fast considering I have 74 hours and am just now getting ready for my first cross-country solo. The next step is Aviation PreFlight Indoctrination, or API. It is a 6-week course designed to teach and evaluate you on fundamental aviation concepts. It also has a high focus on physical fitness, specifically endurance. Evaluation includes a large amount of running and swimming. Primary flight training is conducted at 2 Navy bases, one in Florida and one in Texas. It is approximately a 22-week-long course and consists of 6 stages: familiarization, basic instruments, precision aerobatics, formation flying, night flying, and radio instruments. It includes ground-based academic simulators and flight training in a T-34 or T-6 Alpha. Every flight is a graded event. At the beginning, the minimums are set pretty low, but by the end of the course, the standards increase. At the end of the course, student pilots fly a final progress check. This check is extremely important as the scores determine what you can fly. After completing primary, selections are made for the pilot's pipeline slot. These pipelines consist of maritime or multi-engine prop, rotary or helicopter, strike or jets, and the Boeing E-6. The number one in the class gets to choose their slot first. Slots are 100% reliant on the needs of the Navy at the time. There may be jet slots for only one pilot one week, and the next week, every qualifying pilot may get one. Advanced flight training is for training specific to your pipeline. Locations for this step in training is conducted in various locations across the country and depends on the specific pipeline. The length also depends on the pipeline. It could take anywhere from around 6 months for helicopters to 1, maybe 2 years for jets. The courses differ but follow the same pattern of familiarization, instruments, navigation, formations, and tactic segments. After completion of advanced flight training, pilots finally receive their wings of gold. Finally, the newly winged pilot gets to a squadron and are no longer flying orange and white painted planes. Here the pilots are trained to go through and still going through graded evolutions. However, the focus is to guide you toward becoming a well-trained pilot ready for the fleet. Grading is more to help you improve rather than to evaluate you. The end goal is to be able to fly the aircraft safely. Pilots will also hold positions within the command on the ground, much like a pilot in the fleet. After the fleet replacement squadrons, pilots join the fleet. They will hold positions outside of the Navy to become bigger and bigger as their career progresses. Training never ends as a naval aviator, and they will be tested on their capabilities to perform in their specific squadron's mission set. This is the officer basic pay scale. Pay depends on both your rank and years of service. For example, an O1 with less than 2 years of service earns $3,188.40 a month, and an O10 with 40 years of service earns $15,810 a month. On top of the basic pay, military members also receive various other allowances to compensate for cost of living, such as basic allowance for supplies, or BAS, and basic allowance for housing, or BAH. Other allowances include things such as deployment pay and war zone pay, which comes with tax exemptions. Naval aviators also receive all of the military benefits, including the GI Bill, medical insurance, life insurance, dental insurance, military discounts, and all kinds of other programs. That's all I got on Naval Aviators. These are my works cited, and thank you for watching.